better to study in groups or individually? This is another very popular question that we are often asked. It's Ola with you and MovaMedova channel. Now we'll talk over all pros and cons of both types of learning, individual and in groups. My answer is definitely in groups. Please notice, I'm speaking of majority cases, not of each individual case. I'm not saying that it works for each and every of us, but for most of us, it will work for sure. For example, if we evaluate results of two people who started learning at the same time with the same level, in a 3-month period, the person who studied with the group will show a better result in comparison to the person who studied individually. Now I can hear you saying why is that? That's not true. How come? That's impossible. And so on. The explanation is simple. When you choose to learn individually at the usual pace, which means 2-3 times a week, you meet your teacher regularly, sometimes irregularly, because you have some issues like work, family, health, or other priorities that are more important for you than English at that moment. And you always have a possibility to cancel your lessons, because it's much easier to cancel an arrangement with one person than with a group of people. And this certainly puts off your successful result. During individual lessons, your teacher pays 100% of their time to you only. That's undoubtedly an advantage. But at the same time, you don't hear English from anyone else except your teacher. That means you have fewer chances to practice understanding of different pronunciation peculiarities, pace of speaking, styles, and so on. You get used to one type of speech, which is your teacher's type, and the language seems clear and understandable for you. But will you face the same situation in the real-life conversation with other people? You know the answer. Let's look at the other option. You regularly attend group lessons. There is no ability for you to skip or cancel classes, as nobody will wait just for you. So you indeed attend them regularly. Your teacher doesn't pay all of their attention to you only because that's simply physically impossible, which may seem as a disadvantage. But meanwhile, you can practice listening to your teacher plus other students in your group. Obviously, their speech is not always flawless, but it's a chance for you to detect mistakes, analyze them, and try not to make them in your own speech. Learning some vocabulary or grammar, you can use it yourself, as at individual lessons as well. Plus, you can hear other people using it, your teacher and your group mates. That means you practice using it, you practice detecting it in other people's speech, and you're getting used to different types of pronunciation, different peculiarities, different paces of speech, styles, and so on. Later, when you're in a real English-speaking environment, you'll be prepared to understand other people and you'll feel much more confident. This phenomenon is called absence of language barrier. Pay attention. People rarely break this barrier working just with one person. The situations described in the video work this way for most of us, in most cases. Most doesn't mean all. So if you have some individual inquiries, such as preparing for an interview, and you're also limited in time, then you obviously need individual intensive training. Intensive means more than 3 times a week. Furthermore, if you need to master a certain aspect of language, then you undoubtedly need individual learning too. By the way, what works best for you? Which type of learning is most effective for you personally? Share your opinions in the comments. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell button not to miss our new videos. Also give us a thumbs up so more people will be able to see the video. Love, kisses and hugs. See you!